Nathan, how are you?
Very well, mate. You?
Yeah, very well, thanks. You've been messed about a bit with opponents, but
I'm used to it now, and it's happened to me numerous occasions now. But it's one of them things. It happens. Got the call obviously Monday. I was due to fight Fabio Milando. Someone 6'1", come forward, fire. He was a former MMA fighter, come forward, throwing big, massive punches. Obviously, Johnson stepped in within 4 days' notice. Completely different style. So just got to adjust myself on Saturday night. But we'll be ready for him.
Yeah, it must be difficult for you though, preparing for one fight and then all of a sudden, out the blue, you get someone like you say completely different.
Yeah, very difficult. It's happened to me 3 or 4 times. It can be frustrating, but at the end of the day, I'm here now and I got a fight on Saturday, and so just do the job hopefully.
Why do they keep pulling out? Are they scared of fighting you?
It must be. It's got to be something along them lines, isn't it? Or I'm just unlucky. I don't know.
But Kingpin, Kevin Johnson, I mean, that's a pretty decent opponent to come in.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very, very good late replacement opponent. Kingpin. He's been in there with numerous champions. He's went the distance for Klitschko, Fury, Pulev, Hamner. My good mate Daniel. So he's got a good resume. He's only been stopped twice due to a clash of heads with Peter Millas and obviously Anthony Joshua. So if I can get a stoppage win over Kevin Johnson, it'll send a really good message out, because he's probably the most durablest heavyweight in world boxing.
Yeah, that would be amazing, because he is, as far as I know, he's the only person to take Daniel the distance.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah.
Certainly in his pro career, anyway.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
And I think, I think Daniel seemed to learn a lot from that fight.
Yeah.
At least his trainer said that, and I would imagine you would do as well. Just somebody with that experience.
Yeah, of course. He's had nearly 40 fights, and half of them have been in with world champions and world contenders. So, I'm going to pick up little bits from him off Saturday night. I've got to get the win first of all, but hopefully come out of there, a good learning curve yet again, another box ticked.
And inevitably, your performance against Kevin will be compared to how Daniel did.
Yeah, of course. We're both on the same running track, aren't we? So our performance is going to be compared.
And sorry, you were going to say? No, I was going to say, and obviously last time we had you mic'd up at ringside for Daniel.
Yeah.
You weren't that impressed by what you saw.
Listen, he done what he had to do, but swinging away at a guy. Listen, he caught him, didn't he? Knocked him out. But swinging away at someone, it isn't boxing. That's why it's called boxing. Hit and not be hit. And Daniel took a lot of punches there.
I think you said 0 head movement.
Yeah.
You weren't that impressed with his shot selection, or
Well, it's just an average jab, 1-2, 1-2 hook, isn't it? So.
But also, on the other side of the coin, you seem to be encouraging him, saying, "Come on, Daniel, do."
Yeah. Obviously, good sportsmanship. I was encouraging him. I'll show you how work inside and stuff. I want him to win, because obviously I want to fight him. I want to let him win as much as I can, and I'm sure you think the same about me, because we want to fight each other at the end of the day, don't we? So.
Yeah, and I think your words in that video to your dad were, "He couldn't beat me in a month of Sundays."
Yeah, that's the one.
We asked Daniel that yesterday. Surprisingly, he disagreed with that.
I wonder what he said, eh? He'll knock me out or something, probably, along them lines. I'm another opponent.
It was along those lines. There was a lot of, I sort of told him what you'd said about the head movement, about this, about that, and it was greeted with big smiles, basically.
I'm sure he just goes home and just, writes it down what he's going to say, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're definitely selling this fight more than he thinks it's just another a hurdle on the way to his.
It's a big fight. It's a good fight. We're both undefeated prospects under the same banner with BT Sport and Frank Warren. It sells itself. Don't get me wrong, but you got to do something. And he is what he is, isn't he, Daniel?
So it's not mind games on his part.
No, that's him 24/7. That's Daniel 24/7.
Yeah, Frank's saying December looking likely for this fight. He reckons he'd be disappointed if he didn't sell out Manchester Arena or the O2.
Yeah, I fully agree with him. December, obviously I got to win on Saturday first. There's no guarantee about that. Get the win on Saturday first, and I imagine we'll have a couple more fights in the meantime. Win them. We'll both look good doing it. Between us, then we'll meet for a big super clash on BT Sport.
I mean, what sort of fights do you think you need before you take him? Is there any chance you could fight somebody like Chisora, or is that something to happen after you fight?
Yeah, it's possible. You never know. You never know in boxing. Right opportunities, obviously, and with the right man for the right opportunities. So just the right opportunities at the right time, and we'll just take it one step at a time. But inevitable, December, if that's the date they mentioned, that's the fight we're going to go for with Daniel.
And what can we expect to see on Saturday? What are you hoping to do on Saturday night?
Get the win first and foremost, but obviously just go through what I've been going on through the gym, and just put it into the ring on Saturday night.